With rates being as low as they are now and speculation of them going up, a lot of us are calling in to see what our penalty would be to get out of our current mortgage that we perhaps only took about 2 years ago and reestablish a new 5-year plan that's going to take us, well, from now until the next 5 years. So a lot of people ask me, how can I figure out my current penalty? And here's the problem. Sometimes when we call in, there's a thing called retention that the banks have. And they're expecting these sort of questions. For example, I'm thinking of refinancing. What would my penalty be? I want to sell my house. What would my penalty be? I'm shopping around to get a lower rate. What would my penalty be? Let's face it. The facts are, I just want my penalty figure. So maybe there's a way to ask the same question, but in a different way. So here's a bit of advice on how you can ask for a question. For example, the bank doesn't need to know what you're planning on doing. If you're going to answer that for them, then you're just helping out them. And here at the Mortgage Teacher, we're looking out for your best interest. So what I suggest is not disclosing that. And here's how I ask for my penalties. I call up the banking institution that I'm using on that property, and I say, I may be coming across some money. I may be. And if I do, I was just kind of crunching some numbers with my family. If I were to pay you guys out in full and not need a mortgage anymore, what would my total payout be? So at that point, they would give you a total payout number. Let's just throw something out there like $256,385.13. That's great. Thank you very much for giving me my payout. Now, do you mind breaking that down for me? Of course, there's going to be 3 main parts to that. 1, your balance. Of course, you owe balance on the mortgage. 2 is the penalty figure. Okay, and 3 is the discharge. That's typically about $200 to $350, depending. I like to call it a kick in the butt out the door. But let's go back to that penalty structure. So that's the penalty that you want to go a little deeper on and say, do you mind explaining how you got to that number? Typically, your penalty should be designed between 2 type of components. Either a 3-month interest period, which is how most of us know how to calculate it, or this new penalty we're hearing about, because it's really been hurting us lately, and that is interest rate differential. So I could almost do a whole video on just that, and I think I will. But right now, this is how you want to ask for your penalty. Like I said, I'll repeat it again. I'm thinking about paying out my mortgage in full. I don't even know if I need a mortgage. Just please give me a total payout. That way you don't have to go through the whole system of sales and what would you like. At this point, you can just get a number, crunch your numbers, and make your own decision from there. And that's what's important. It's your decision. Take care. I hope this helps. You can always look me up at themortgageteacher.ca. And please look up The Mortgage Teacher on Facebook, Twitter, and even this YouTube channel. Take care. Have a great week.